Good morning, Jody. Can Vancouver support an NBA team? Would it work here a second time around? According to some business experts, yes. The Conference Board of Canada has just come out with a report which says the economic climate is better now in Vancouver than it was when the Grizzlies were here from '95 to 2001. And there were certainly many bitter basketball fans that remember when the Grizzlies left town. The board says a population boom and a better exchange rate makes an NBA team in the city viable again.
Dan, you saw a couple Vancouver Grizzlies jerseys today. Do you think Vancouver should get an NBA team back?
I do believe so. Vancouver is a wonderful city. It's really nice, a great fan base, and probably better than some other cities that we have in the States, but who knows?
Hey guys, what is up? And welcome back to another MyLeague expansion video. As you guys can see, we're actually at the Marvel Stadium, our first ever game for the 2019 season. We're versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Our first video, we had our first game of the season, so I thought I'd show our first home opener at Marvel Stadium. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first intro videos that I showed is basically why and basically how people want Vancouver, and people believe Vancouver can actually thrive if they do return to the NBA. And is there a team in Vancouver? You've got the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers. You could have the Toronto Raptors and the Vancouver. Well, you could have a Vancouver team. You could have the Grizzlies return to Vancouver. You've seen Danny Green even said that there's certain NBA teams and NBA states that isn't quite as good as Vancouver would be, and the population that Vancouver has would be enormous. And the fact that there's an NBA team has already been there, there would be fans, and there would be people to come through the doors. So this is basically like a not really a pledge, but I believe there should be a team in Vancouver. I definitely would be interested to watch Vancouver if they ever came into the league, and yeah, I honestly believe that it'd be pretty good. So I'll just give you an update what's going on in the series. Like I said, this is the home opener. We did win our first game of the year. We were struggling early on in this game, as you guys can see. We fell behind by I think it was 15 points, and then we finally got some things going. The first quarter we really struggled to score on offense, and then we started locking in on D and getting some fast break points, as you guys can see here. Lonzo Ball was really good in this game. DeMarcus Cousins has been huge for us. I still can't believe we're able to get him for a very small price. I think it was only like $3 million a year he's on at the moment. So he was awesome to get. And we're actually starting to play some more out basketball. It's not. It's only a second game of the year, but like I said, we're definitely looking to a push for a playoff spot, and definitely looking to push. If you did watch my previous series, in our first ever season with the Vancouver Force, we actually did make the playoffs. We basically tanked for the #1 pick, and we picked Zion up. That is why I've picked up Zion in this series. As you guys can see, I've basically returned the if you haven't watched the first episode, go watch that, and I pretty much explain. Actually, it might be the second, but I pretty much explain what is going on with the team roster. It's basically the team roster from Season 1. I've just returned it for Season 2 because I didn't really get to finish that series, and with this series just starting, it's going to be really good to play. And there's a lot of avenues I can go with this team and with this series. So at halftime, you actually see 48-47. The Timberwolves, like I said, really jumped us at the start. We couldn't get anything going in the first quarter, but the second quarter is really good for us. Started to lock in on D, started to hit our three-point shots, and we actually started to get a little bit going. I really like our home court. I hope you guys like it as well. I think it looks really cool. It definitely feels like an NBA arena. In past times, I've created MyLeague expansions, and I felt like they didn't really feel like they were NBA teams. But this actually feels like an NBA team, and hey, you never know. Maybe one day Vancouver come in. Maybe they could adopt the Vancouver Force and become the Vancouver Force. But you see here, Lonzo Ball throws it to Zion. Zion was really good in this second half. You see he flies up for a rebound. I did try and put it back up with him. He gets swatted, and this second half we just kept coming at the Timberwolves. They were 1-0 as well, and we just kept coming at them. Klay Thompson drives in and misses, but he did get fouled. It was basically back and forth the entire second half. But I think we're at Vancouver. We're definitely at our best when we run it on the fast break. You see here, Alonzo Trier throws it to Zion. Zion's going to be really good for us this season. He was a created player in NBA 2K19, so he was a bit overpowered. I could basically get to the paint when I want. So with this player now, he actually did say in an interview the other day that he wasn't actually happy with his overall rating and the way he actually turned out in that. So I think as the season goes on, if he performs well, his rating's going to go up. Klay Thompson pulls up and hits a three, puts us back in front. Like I said, this was back and forth. Lonzo Ball also was really, really good in this game. Him and DeMarcus Cousins are going to be a problem throughout the season for all teams. We actually head into the break, only up by 1 point, but things are looking good for Vancouver. Actually starting to play well in this second half. Having LiAngelo Ball on the roster is really, really good as well. He does struggle on D, but we did bring him back. He did play on the team last year. DeMarcus Cousins had takeover. I had to go to him, had to abuse him. He puts it in, and we tied the game back up. So this was going to go right down to the wire. It was basically who was going to stand up. And Zion Williamson in his second game gets an M1, gives us a chance to put us in front. He gets the M1 call, and he was actually really good in this game as well. Zion, Klay Thompson pulls up, he misses. DeMarcus Cousins is just a beast in this game. I still can't believe he got injured. He did his ACL in real life, and it's pretty disappointing because I would have loved to see him play with the Lakers throughout the year. Lonzo Ball gets the steal, goes in, lays it up, puts a little breathing space for us as we're pushing towards the end here. You see Robert Covington hit a three, and 22 seconds left. It's only a 2-point game. Klay ended up getting fouled. He knocks down the free throw, and it was basically up to Minnesota to hit a three here. If they hit a three, the game was over. They weren't going to come back and win this. So our first ever game for the 2019-2020 season. Our first ever home opener game in front of the Vancouver fans. The basketball's returned to Vancouver. We get the W. We're moving on now. We've started the season 2-0, which is something I didn't do last year when I first started the Vancouver Force series. So started the series 2-0. This is definitely promising for us. We're definitely going to be looking to push forward and really if we can get off to a really good start, then maybe the second part of the year won't be as pressure as the last year was, where we're trying to hold on to a playoff spot. We end up holding on here. Minnesota 97, Vancouver 104. Massive game from Klay Thompson, massive game from DeMarcus Cousins, who was basically best on. He was huge in this game. Klay Thompson come across from Golden State, and he's a problem. I just feel like we have everything at the moment. We've got shooting, we've got inside game with DeMarcus Cousins and Zion. Lonzo's our floor general. Kelly Oubre Jr. hasn't really got off to a good start this year, but as the season goes on, I'm sure he'll pick up. Klay Thompson, 23 points, 7 rebounds. DeMarcus Cousins, as you guys can see, 22 points. Zion, 20. Lonzo Trier, 9. Kelly Oubre Jr., 7. Carmelo, 7. And Lonzo Ball, 8, 5, and 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Stick around for DeMarcus Cousins. I'll see you in the next episode.
I spoke on it before. I'm not scared of any moment. I fear no moment. I've been through the worst of the worst throughout my life. So
Sure.
At the end of the day, this is basketball, and it's something I love to do. So when that ball goes up, I'm going to leave it all between the lines.